Tisquantum would become the key for survival of the Puritans as he showed them how to plant and fertilize corn and other native vegetables, where to fish, and how to communicate with natives. The Feast of 1621, which we think of as the first Thanksgiving, was not an annual dinner, but rather a celebration of a successful harvest after a harsh winter. A letter written by one of the 50 Puritans at the dinner, Edward Winslow, recounts that they survived this winter because of the Wampanoags, but didn't see them as equals and didn't invite the natives to the feast. During the celebration, the Puritans fired off muskets and cannons for sport, which put the Wampanoags on full alert. 90 armed natives marched to Plymouth to see what was happening, and they stayed to make sure the British weren't planning anything violent. The eventual feast was not one of thanks and respect, but one of distrust and aggressive action. Another, quote, Thanksgiving would only come 16 years later when the Puritans were celebrating their recent massacre of the Pequot tribe. Yay! Even this wasn't what we think of as Thanksgiving today, but instead a day-long Puritan fast in remembrance of God.
Fasting and praying for killing off the Pequot tribe. The whole tribe they kill off, and they fasting and praying about that. Wow.
The holiday and concept we know as Thanksgiving started in George Washington's 1789 Thanksgiving Proclamation, where the Puritans aren't even mentioned. The holiday wasn't celebrated nationwide until 1863, when Lincoln declared it a national holiday to try to keep the country united. Even the myth about the Indians and the Pilgrims didn't even come about until the 1900s, yet still this story is taught as fact in schools across the country. So, this holiday season, forget about this made-up story of kindly Indians and grateful, friendly pilgrims, and instead honor the natives of then and now with Native American Heritage Day.
And they even have a mourning day on the Thanksgiving Day. So basically, family, it's without a doubt that, again, as usual, somebody is lying to us, a heap of make-up stuff, a lot of propaganda. This is just how it is. That's the narrative usually. So the same thing with the Easter and the Thanksgiving and almost everything, even the New Year's is a lie. It's the same thing that we're seeing here now with the Thanksgiving Day, like the Christmas and all that. Everything is a make-up thing. But this one hits home because you're giving thanks for destroying and killing the people of a land that you came and met them on the land. These people have been living on the land for generations upon generations. You just appear with your syphilis and your gonorrhea and your what you call them things there, your viruses and your bacteria and your all of that. You had AIDS long time too. You came in with all this sickness and diseases. You kill off the people. They even put syphilis in the blankets, The government put syphilis in the blankets and gave them out to the Indians to kill them. That's history. That is history. So this is what I'm saying. It's madness for an Indian to be sitting around the table talking about pass me the cranberry sauce and I'll take a next slice of turkey. That's real treason. The God of the Indians should strike you at the table one time and make your face fall in the gravy. Yeah. Imagine that. That is so awful. And we all, happy Thanksgiving. We got to go and drive all over the country to meet your family. And then after that, Black Friday, it's all business. Everything gone cheap. Business. Then you're done now. Ding, 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 ding. Hogmas time and Santa Claus trying to fit through the chimney. You understand? I wonder if you wearing a mask this time. Well, he got to be vaccinated, I'm sure. He pushing the stuff, you see. So it's real, just to show you the age. Some of us, we know this and we just put it aside. Well, we know all of that. We have more important things to think about, and to battle. I understand. We deal with the more important things too, but this is very important. We live in a system that promotes this. We overlook or we underlook these things too much. We live in a system that promotes this. This is a part of the psychological grip that they have on us. So even though we think we're conscious now, we're still psychologically enslaved and jailed, basically. Because some of us still, put on our dashiki and go and sit around the Thanksgiving table. I said, well, I just go. It's, it's a family event. And, sometimes you have to bonfire and these things. You have to let them know, listen, I'm not coming to that. You all know I love you. And I'm there with you every day. I come and I call every weekend I call. I visit, I'm always there. Birthdays, everything, I'm always there. I'm not coming to sit around no table to honor the God of the white man that kill off all these Indians. I can't do it. My conscience is not there for that. But some of us, we get so soft. Oh, I'm going down to Alabama by mommy. I'm going to drive 15 hours. I'm not into the Thanksgiving stuff, but it's a tradition. I got to go. Uncle Joe and everybody's going to be there. All right, fair enough. But when you go, when you put all of that energy into that, that's a lot of energy you're putting into keeping up their system. This is what I'm saying. When you go, do you protest and let them know, hey, listen, the only reason I come in here is because I haven't seen you people for a while, but this is Satanism you're keeping up here. Now you may say, oh, well, I don't have to go tell them all of that. Of course, everything, I agree. They have a time and a place for everything in it. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to expose everything all the time and make a spectacle of yourself. But as a conscious person, family, you must understand your enemy puts a lot into keeping these things alive. So you have to know where you fit and what level you're helping to keep it alive. So I'm not telling you to go and turn the table upside down, but you have to find within yourself some moral conscience to know that, hey, listen, I can only go so far with this. No, man, because this is real paganism they keep it. As I said, if you were an Indian sitting around, imagine an Indian family sitting around the table, big enough Thanksgiving, like you should eat the house. Don't you agree? Right. So you as a black person keeping up the same thing, talking about, oh, I'm only doing it because the family is getting together. Which family? What about your Indian family? You're definitely not in support of them. Suppose they had Thanksgiving Day for all the slaves they threw over the ship. Would you go and sit around and eat a big turkey, chicken, whatever it is? If they had a day giving thanks for all the slaves that they hung on the poplar tree, would you go and sit around the table and eat whatever it is and say, thank the Lord for the dinner and for Thanksgiving Day for all the Negroes that were hung? You would not go. No excuse, you ain't going. But you see, we have become so numb. That's the point, we're numb. So we don't see Christmas as deadly as it is. I'm just going to buy a gift for mommy. She knows I'm not in the Christian Christmas thing, but I mean, it's my mommy. I got to give her a gift and put it in a nice wrapping paper. Conscious people talking like that. We ain't buying no gift for no mommy. We ain't buying no gift for nobody I know. Not us. We can't keep up them business there. And we're not harsh. We buy gifts all the time. We're gift-giving people. We love to give gifts. But you got to be hardcore against this satanic holidays. You must be. You can't be this lollipop conscious, mommy and daddy. Don't give nobody no gift. Let them see I'm not into that paganism with you. But we too soft, we too soft.
I love the idea of Thanksgiving. I love the idea of a day of gratitude and spending time with your family. And I actually love the weird food. What I don't like is the underlying tragedy and genocide that we ignore on that day. Why do we put our children in costumes of people that showed up and robbed graves and did terrible things and brought disease and just took things, took land from people who were already here? To set up children from the age of preschool to believe that it's right and okay to just take everything.
Hear that.
Truly horrible. It's teaching appropriation from the very beginning. So no one.
That is serious psychology, family. Give me the mic there. That is serious psychology, family. Real vibration.
Took things, took land from people who were already here. To set up children from the age of preschool to believe that it's right and okay to just take everything is actually truly horrible. It's teaching appropriation from the very beginning. So no wonder, when they get to high school, they think it's fine to wear these headdresses, to wear, things they should not be wearing, and to have these sports names. We start them at the age of 2 with these innocent, sweet Thanksgiving songs, but we create the appropriators of tomorrow. I thought I knew a lot as an Indigenous person about Thanksgiving.